Craving Starbucks, but worried about the calories? I hear ya. But in this video, I'll teach you how you can actually fit a Starbucks run into your healthy lifestyle, and I'll share with you my top 5 hot and cold Starbucks drinks. But first, let's discuss what healthy means in relation to a Starbucks drink, because we might not all agree. It can mean completely different things to different people, even on the same drink.
Wow, that's a lot.
You could order a drink at Starbucks as a skinny, and you might feel that you're doing a good job of consuming less sugar and less fat, but someone else could say adding artificial sugar and non-fat milk isn't actually healthy. So for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna go with the basis that you're a mostly cleanish person and you're wanting to have a fun Starbucks drink without all the guilt and without feeling like junk afterwards. Hopefully that works for you too.
We cool?
We're cool.
Because in reality, most anything I mention from this point on about Starbucks drinks is gonna have some sort of processing. But we'll also be approaching it on a spectrum so that you can understand your own options and prioritize what feels right to you. This brings me to my next point on knowledge. Knowledge is power, especially when you're looking to live a healthier lifestyle. I can't tell you how many sites I scoured looking for nutritional information for this video on the healthiest Starbucks drinks, only to find websites obsessing over just the calories and not really thinking about what's in the drink or its nutritional value. So real quick, so you understand what's actually in a latte or a cappuccino, here are the 5 main types of coffee you should know. The espresso is also known as a short black, and it has approximately 1 ounce of highly concentrated coffee. This is also known as a shot, and it's in almost every coffee drink you order at Starbucks. Americano. This is made by combining 1 shot of espresso and 3 ounces of hot water. The name actually started when World War II soldiers would add water to their coffee to extend their rations farther. A macchiato is made by combining 1 shot of espresso plus 1 to 2 teaspoons of steamed milk. The word macchiato means mark or stain, and this is actually in reference to the mark that the steamed milk leaves on the surface of the espresso as it's poured into the drink. A cappuccino is made by combining 1 to 2 shots of espresso and 2 ounces of steamed milk and 2 ounces of foamed milk. And sometimes people sprinkle some chocolate powder on it.
Cappuccino.
Cafe lattes are made by combining 1 shot of espresso and 8 to 10 ounces of steamed milk plus a centimeter of foam. So now that we've looked at these, you can see how much or how little milk is being added to these drinks, which really helps to understand what's in it and what's making up that extra fat or sugar in the coffee. P.S. There are a ton of other types of coffees like mochas, flats, Viennas, cortados, and more, but these 5 are really the foundation for what you'll see on the Starbucks list.
Hey, Triviani, give me that coffee now.
Here are my 5 top healthy hot Starbucks drinks, and right after I'll talk about the cold ones. Starting off with my 5th healthiest drink at Starbucks, we have the non-fat caramel macchiato. Now, I ordinarily wouldn't recommend getting a non-fat milk or a sugar-free sweetener because I'm big on removing processed foods and added sweeteners, and those are 2 biggies when there are less processed options. But I want to call out that this is a perfectly good choice if you're used to getting sweet drinks at Starbucks and you're looking to start on your journey to reduce your calorie intake. And that means removing sugar and fat from your diet. So try this one, knowing it's a spectrum of health and this is a stepping stone. The more you have this drink, the less your body will crave sweets. As a side note, you can sub the sugar-free flavor for any flavor of your choice. They're all equal in macronutrients and processing. Number 4, Cafe Misto. A Cafe Misto is half coffee, half steamed milk. Basically, it's gonna beat out any of the lattes on this list because it gives you that creamy latte feel with far fewer calories because there's more coffee than milk compared to the latte. The Cafe Misto usually comes with 2% milk and it has 110 calories, 10 grams of sugar, 4 grams of fat, and 7 grams of protein. You can also order it non-fat to cut the fat or almond milk to cut the dairy.
Dairy.
When adding a non-dairy option though, try not to just assume almond milk is healthier because it sounds healthy. Most Starbucks locations use Califia Farms Barista Blend almond milk, which contains 5 grams of added sugar per cup. Yes, it's the lowest sugar option of all the Starbucks non-dairy milk alternatives, but getting whole milk, if you can handle dairy, isn't a horrible option.
Whole milk has not passed my lips.
In fact, full-fat dairy has a ton of positive health benefits, and it's likely to taste the creamiest without any added sugars too. Plus, it's high in calcium and protein, but it is higher in fat, so if you're counting macros or you're trying to reduce your fat, you can opt for the 2% or non-fat options, though the sugar content per ounce is going to increase more and more with those options. I talk all about full-fat dairy and whether it's good for you in this video, and I highly recommend you checking it out. But if you have to cut dairy, then this doesn't apply. Number 3, cappuccino. The beauty of the cappuccino is that we take advantage of the natural sugars in milk, so this drink comes tasting naturally sweet as far as coffees go. This is also why I add whole milk, because it's gonna taste creamy and delicious without any extra processing. You can opt for an almond, soy, or coconut milk instead. Did you know that there's a drink at Starbucks that has 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 fat, and less than 5 calories? Number 2, brewed black coffee. I used to order a splash of cream, but that can add up to about 3 ounces of cream depending on the barista, which is way more than I want or need. So now I order a half and half on the side, and they pour the cream into a separate cup, which means I can add it at my discretion, which is much more accurate. I'll also add a little stevia if they have it in the store, or I'll grab my handy dandy monk fruit sweetener, which I usually have in my bag. You can also do this same thing with any of the black and green teas, though with the teas, you're gonna need to specify you don't want it sweetened, because they do that by default on a lot of the teas, which I found out the hard way.
My God, why?
So with the added half and half, the macros would come out to 3 grams of fat, 1 gram of protein, and 1 carb, and a total of 44 calories, which I am totally good with for a Starbucks run.
Now the moment you've all been waiting for.
My number 1 healthy hot Starbucks drink is a brewed tea. Now, you really can't beat tea when it comes to macros. I mean, we have zeros across the board, which basically means it's a wash and you don't even need to track it. However, remember, you need to ask the barista to not add any sweetener. If you like your tea sweeter, you can add in stevia if they have it. Bring your own handy monk fruit with you. I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. You can also ask for a Splenda as a last resort, which is better than their syrups, but not by much. However, tea contains less caffeine, which is a plus if you're looking to reduce your overall caffeine intake, which, if you're stressed and you're finding it difficult to lose weight, you should definitely check out this video for why reducing your caffeine could be very helpful. But if your goal is to avoid calories altogether, then go with the Jade Citrus Mint Green Tea with no added sweetener and enjoy without tracking at all. Plus, if you're not adding any sweetener or cream, this won't break your fast. Real quick, if you're enjoying the information in this video and you would like to get more science-backed nutrition advice, weight loss tips, and my healthy recipes, make sure to subscribe to my free newsletter, The Cleanish Squad, and I will leave that link for you in the description below.
Iced coffee? Tell me it's iced coffee.
And now to the cold Starbucks options. Okay, first, you could always ask to get any of those top 5 hot drinks iced. And then poof, you can simplify your life. Now for my top 5 iced drinks, I usually recommend asking for a grande, which is the size larger than a tall, because Starbucks likes to add a lot of ice. Starting off with number 5 is a caramel frappuccino light. So if you're craving something blended, this drink is really the healthiest option for you. Just ask for it to be made light, which means it's made with non-fat milk, no whip, and sugar-free syrup. Again, I wouldn't ordinarily recommend going non-fat milk and sugar-free syrup, but this is a fantastic option if you're more often getting the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino, which has 80 less calories than a McDonald's Big Mac, with a whopping 470 calories, 14 grams of fat, and 60 grams of sugar. Now, if you're super bummed on the no whip, here's something that you can do instead. Ask for extra foam, and you'll still get that fun topping fix. Next up is number 4, our iced skinny latte. So this combines espresso, milk, ice cubes, and flavored syrup if you like, which I recommend working towards not getting, and just adding in some ground cinnamon if you want some extra flavoring. But if you prefer flavoring, opt for the sugar-free options to at least not spike your blood sugar levels. This iced skinny latte is basically the middle ground between a plain iced coffee and a frappuccino. And the main difference between a latte and a skinny latte is the milk that they use. A regular latte is made with whole milk, while a skinny latte is made with skim milk. This is also great if you're tracking macros, but if you're looking to get the least refined option and you don't mind a little bit of extra fat, because
that isn't always bad,
you can get the regular iced latte and ask for whole milk instead. And of course, any of these drinks can sub dairy for a non-dairy option of your choice. Number 3 on our list is the iced cafe Americano. So this is an espresso shot topped with water and served over ice. It's very simple, but it makes you feel fancy when you order it, which is like half the fun at Starbucks anyways.
Short, non-fat milk, decaf, no foam, no sugar, no whip.
Also, as long as you don't add in any milk or creamer or sugar, it's not gonna break your fast. This is honestly a great option if you're looking to get a shot of caffeine without adding any real calories. My second healthiest cold Starbucks drink is a nitro cold brew. So this is basically a cup of intense black coffee. If you're a black coffee drinker, a nitro cold brew is gonna be very macro friendly. They do this by brewing the coffee, pouring it into kegs, chilling it, carbonating it and then infusing it with nitrogen before serving. And this is really cool because it makes the coffee taste smooth, making it actually easy to drink without adding any sugar or cream. That being said, nitro cold brew contains a decent amount of caffeine, especially compared to our next healthy options, so I recommend ordering it as a tall, not a grande, also because it doesn't come with any ice. And number 1, a shaken iced passion tango tea. This is a fun, vibrant drink that looks really pretty, and it's gonna give you all of those fun Starbucks vibes, but without any calories, sugar, fat, or caffeine, which is why it hits as my top healthy cold Starbucks drink. If you're not a fan of a fruity tea option, the unsweetened iced green tea is equally tasty and equally healthy, though it does have a little bit of caffeine. Now, if you want to just skip the Starbucks line altogether and make your own coffee at home, watch this video next to learn how to make your own flavored coffee creamers that are actually good for you, and I'll see you in the next video.